Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss unconditioned negative reinforcers, a foundational concept in applied behavior analysis that is often misunderstood, particularly because it is frequently confused with punishment. To begin with the definition, an unconditioned negative reinforcer is a stimulus that is inherently aversive, meaning that it does not require learning history to function as aversive, and that strengthens behavior through its removal, reduction, or avoidance. The term negative refers to the removal of stimulus, not something bad, and unconditioned means that the aversive properties are biologically determined. This distinction is important because negative reinforcement increases behavior, whereas punishment decreases behavior. If a response becomes more likely because it results in the removal of an aversive stimulus, negative reinforcement is occurring. All right, so to get into some examples, real life example involves escape from physical pain. If a person touches a hot surface and immediately pulls their hand away, the heat and pain function as an unconditioned aversive stimulus. The act of withdrawing the hand removes that stimulus, and as a result, the likelihood of withdrawing quickly in similar situations increase in the future. The pain itself is not learned, it is inherently aversive, and its removal reinforces the escape behavior. Second example involves escape from intense sensory stimulation. Imagine being exposed to an extremely loud or sudden noise. Covering one's ears or moving away from the sound reduces the auditory discomfort. In this case, loud noises function as an unconditioned negative reinforcer, and the behavior of escaping the noise is strengthened because it results in stimulus reduction. This example is primarily relevant in applied settings. For individuals with heightened sensory sensitivities, such as some individuals with autism spectrum disorder, intense sensory input may function as a powerful, unconditioned, aversive stimulus. When behaviors such as aggression, elopement, or self-injury reliably result in escape from that situation, those behaviors may be negatively reinforced and maintained over time. In the day-to-day practice, behavior analysts most often encounter unconditioned negative reinforcers during their functional behavior assessments, particularly when evaluating behavior maintained by escape or avoidance. Analysts must determine whether the problem behavior is functioning to escape a biologically aversive condition, such as pain, illness, fatigue, or overwhelming sensory input. It's important to note that behavior analysts typically do not deliberately arrange unconditional aversive stimuli as part of their intervention due to ethical standards emphasizing the least restrictive and humane practices. Instead, understanding this principle allows analysts to accurately interpret behavior and design effective ethical interventions. For example, rather than reinforcing problem behavior by allowing escape, analysts may teach functionally equivalent communication responses, such as requesting a break or modifying environmental conditions to reduce exposure to aversive stimuli altogether. In other cases, gradual exposure paired with positive reinforcement may be used to build tolerance without relying on aversive control. Additionally, behavior analysts play a critical role in training caregivers and staff to avoid, inadvertently reinforcing escape maintained behaviors, which can easily occur when problem behavior consistently produces relief from the aversive conditions. So, in summary, unconditioned negative reinforcers are a powerful behavior variable because of their biological significance. A clear understanding of this concept allows behavior analysts to identify functional relations accurately, reduce reliance on aversive control, and design interventions that promote adaptive behavior and improved quality of life. Mastery of this principle reflects the conceptual rigor required for advanced practice and future study. Thank you.